to Improver Pilates lesson 2. Hope you got on okay with lesson 1 and didn't find it too challenging. We're going to do similar today with this one, but just adding a few little extra progressions to it, and perhaps combining, say, 2 exercises together so you can see how everything starts to join together. So into your setup, feet parallel, knees soft, and stand tall. Wiggle the fingers and toes, and a couple of shoulder shrugs to take your shoulders back and down. So bring the pelvis into neutral, engage your tummy, pelvic floor, and a couple of breaths just to remind you to breathe into the ribs. And take a few seconds to stand tall, allowing your spine to lengthen. Imagine the piece of string pulling you from the top of your head up towards the ceiling, and letting your shoulders relax. Check your feet, make sure that your body weight is even through both feet. So holding neutral, gently turn the head from side to side, moving smoothly and slowly. And back to the center, dropping the chin to the chest, and back up, down again, and back up, moving into your shoulders, so rolling them forward, both together. And change in direction, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Get as much movement into the shoulders as you can. Add the arms, breathe in and out. Slow, controlled circles. One more. Change in direction. One more time. Into your side bend. One hand to the hip, arm out to the side. Big stretch, reaching up and over and release. And again, use your head tilted gently towards the shoulder. Using this bent arm to support yourself as you side bend. Now on the last one, hold that stretch, lengthen and reach. Opening up the waist and slowly release. Other side. So again, reach, stretch up and over. And 2. And last one. So remember, on the last one, we're going to hold that stretch. Reach, lengthen up through that arm. Try not to wrap your arm around your head. Keep it nice and straight. And then bring the hands in front. Knees soft, hips facing forward. Float one hand behind you. Follow with your eyes. And bring it back to the front. Turning the palm to the ceiling as you take the hand back. So allowing the shoulder to relax. If you feel the shoulders are ending up around your ears, don't go so far. Try and keep your shoulders down. Keep the hips facing forward, knees soft. So not letting your body twist from the knees or the ankles. Try and make it come from the waist. One more. And back to the front. Fab. Hands onto the hips, transferring the weight to one foot. So taking the foot out to the side, draw it back, lift the knee and replace. Bending the supporting knee, straighten as you lift. If you would like to make this a little bit more challenging, so she's wobbling all over the place, don't necessarily touch the floor. So remember, in the previous lesson, we were sliding the foot along the floor. Try and keep your toe off the floor. So challenging your balance. Whew, as you work your hip. Okay, other side. So out, in, lift and down. Bend the supporting knee, straighten as you lift. Again, not necessarily touching the floor, but if you are a little bit wobbly, obviously put your toe back down. I don't want you to fall over, hit your head on the coffee table. Just keep going. One more time. and relax. Good. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Excellent. So moving into your roll downs, we're going to add the squat and the stretch again to the roll down that we did in lesson 1. So knees soft, tummy in. Breathe in. As you breathe out, drop the chin to the chest and slowly bend. Take your time, letting the head hang. Let your arms relax and hang. Breathe in and a long breath out. Draw yourself up nice and slowly, rebuilding your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Relax the shoulders, lift the chin, breathe in and repeat. Chin to the chest, let the head hang. Let your arms hang. Take your time, enjoy it, it's lovely. Breathe in and slowly up. Keeping the knees soft at this point, bending them a little bit more. If your back is feeling a little tight, lifting the head right at the end. Okay, into the next one. Now this is where we're going to add the squat and the stretch. So bending slowly as you get closer to the mat, bend your knees a lot more. Gently push your tailbone to the ceiling to straighten the legs. Hold, breathe in. Keeping the legs straight if you can. Use your tummy, make sure you pull in and draw yourself up. Now if it's painful or it feels a bit nippy, go back to coming up with bent knees. Very important. Okay, repeat. Knees soft as you go down. So we're trying to get that curl into your back as you bend. So stretching that lower back area. Breathe in, squat, stretch, and slowly come back up. Nice straight legs if you can. Whew, lovely. Okay, last time. Down again. Slowly bend. Into squat, into the stretch, and hold. If your hands are on the floor, wrap them around your ankles, gently pull. If they're not on the floor, don't worry, just let them relax and hang. Hold that position and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Then coming down onto your mat. So bring the hands down, bend your knees, walk forward. So coming into tabletop position. So hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. So finding that neutral spine. Excellent. Now, we're going to repeat your knee lifts, but we're going to finish it by going into plank today. If you're struggling with your wrists or your knees, you might want to miss this one out, or come down onto forearms for when we get to the plank position. So tuck your toes under, breathe in. As you breathe out, just lift your knees 2 or 3 centimeters off the mat. Hold, breathe in, and breathe out, put them down. And again, breathe out, lift, and lower. And again, my feet are sliding a little bit today, don't know why. And lift, so press back through the heels, try and keep your hips above your knees. And lower. Now, we're going to take it into plank. So bring yourself forward a little bit. Try not to let your hips come up any higher. Put one foot back, tucking your toes under, then put the other foot up beside it. So you're forming that diagonal line from the back of your head to your heels, and hold. Try not to let your head drop. Look at the floor, just in front of your hands. So if it's too much, come down onto forearms with the knees lifted. And then relax. Press back into child pose to release. Coming forward onto your front, we're going to go into swimming. Hands above your head, shoulder width apart, feet hip width distance apart. Have a roll, flatten yourself to the mat, head down. So engaging your tummy, pulling the navel up to your spine, breathe in. As you breathe out, lift, opposite arm and leg, breathe in lower, and change. Allowing the head to come up as you lift the arm. Now you can stick with one arm, one leg if you want to, or we can try lifting both arms and both legs together. Try it. If you don't like it, can't manage it, or it's painful in your lower back, go back to one arm and one leg, but it's always worth a try. So deep breath in, engage your core. As you breathe out, lift both arms and legs, and breathe in lower. Once more if you can. And rest. Lovely. Okay, hands down by your sides. So, the swimming exercise tends to encourage the shoulders around your ears. Let's try and get them back and down. So we're going to do a swan dive. Chin tucked in, hands by your side, legs relaxed if possible. So breathe in. As you breathe out, lift chest, head, shoulders and hands. Reaching the hands towards the ankles and breathe in lower. And repeat. So you have an option here. The last time we did this, we added the rear deltoid squeeze, which was to hold that up position. Turn your arms so your thumbs go down, out and up. Unwind and release, back down. We could try and take that a step further by lifting and holding, keeping the palms facing up, float your arms level with your shoulders. Bring them back and lower back down. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, arms out. Breathe out, return. And breathe in lower. So arms are quite heavy. If you feel as your arms go out that your chest is dropping, don't go so far with your arms. So you might find you just want to go to there. Don't let your head come down. Come back and then lower down. If you can get them level with your shoulders, without your feet lifting, your legs tensing, or your chest dropping, go for it. Let's try for 2 more. Last one. And rest. Well done. You need to release your back. Press back up onto hands and knees. Into cat stretch. So arching the spine, tucking in the chin and your tailbone. Slowly take it the other way. And look up. Arching again. And slowly down. And rest. Excellent. Come into a sitting position. Lower yourself down to the floor, so sitting towards the end of your mat, arms out in front, tilt and control it if you can. Lower yourself down gently all the way to the floor, trying to keep it under control. If you feel that you're going to collapse, use your elbows. So once onto your back, we're in a new position. Check you're in neutral. We're going to start with some curl-ups or abdominal curls. So bring your hands to your thighs. So we did this towards the end of the beginner course. Make sure you're neutral. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slide the hands up towards your knees as you curl the head and shoulders off the mat. Breathe in lower. And again. and lower. Now your hands are indicated to help you curl up. It stops you going too far. You should only lift the tips of your shoulder blades. We're going to progress these a little bit by just popping your hands by your sides. Breathe out, curl up, reach the hands towards your ankles, and breathe in lower. Repeat. And lower. Now we're going to try and hold that up position and breathe slowly in and out. But as you breathe, we're going to add a pulsing of the arms. So this is the basis of the 100 exercise, which we have touched on with just the legs mainly in the beginner course. The pulsing is to help improve circulation and warm you up. Imagine you've got a couple of tennis balls underneath each hand. Breathe out, curl up, and pulse from the shoulder joint, bouncing those imaginary balls, breathing in for 5 and out for 5. And then relax back down. Ooh, well done. Let's try it again. So breathe out, round up, hold, breathe in and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower back down. Let's try it again. Breathe out, curl up just to the tips of the shoulder blades, no higher, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower back down. Checking that you're not tilting the pelvis, pressing the lower back into the mat, keep the hollow. Use these tummy muscles. Again, number 4. Round up and pulse for 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower back down. And again, round up and pulse for 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slowly down. Now let's add the legs. So lifting the feet one at a time into tabletop. If you prefer, you could just do your 5 breaths, because we've already done 5, remember, with the upper arms, with the upper body and the arms. You could just do 5 breaths holding the legs. Or you could do the curl up and the arms with your feet in the air. Breathe in. As you breathe out, curl up, hold and pulse for 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower back down. And number 2, lift up, breathe in and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower gently back down. And 3, curl up, tummy in and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. How you doing? 2 to go. Curl up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly rest. Ooh, nearly there. One more time. Curl up, breathe in and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming down gently. And stretch. Well done. Full body stretch. Pull up the toes, push your back into the mat as you stretch. Lovely. Okay, come back to that base position. We're going to move straight into scissors. Hands down by your sides, lift the feet one at a time into tabletop. So looking for the right angle at the hips and at the knees. Moving the leg from the hip, take the foot down, tap and lift. Breathing out, breathing in. If you're still finding this is tough, just do what you can. Maybe go back down to 1 foot, do a few singles with 1 leg, and then change feet. So the reason why you might need to put the feet down or 1 foot down is if your spine is lifting. So feeling it here, wanting to pop up, and your lower back lifting away from the mat. You still should have the little hollow. Press your ribs down to hold your spine in neutral. This is called an imprint. It's the ribs you're pressing down, not your lower back. Keep going. Use those tummy muscles, flexing the feet if you want to. to make it harder. Now, if you want to add a little bit more to it, if you're thinking this is getting easy, not that I think it ever gets easy, you could try lifting your feet slightly higher and keeping the legs slightly bent and lower it down. So just adding a little bit more weight to that extended leg. Remember, we did do a slight extension into the 100 of the legs towards the end of your beginner course. Well done. I'm starting to feel that in my thighs and in here. So really working those deep core muscles. 2 more with each leg. Keep going. Shoulders relaxed. Press the ribs down. Last 2. Last 1. And down. Well done. Oh, we're going to do a knees to chest stretch. I think that feels most appropriate after all that. Oh, a little bit of a roll and maybe a stretch. And rest. Excellent. Let's get you onto your side. So into Sidekick, coming up onto the elbow, support the head with your hand on the floor in front. Hinging slightly at the hips, the legs are forward, so you can see your toes. Stack the joints, squeezing the legs together and lift both legs off the mat. Relax your shoulders. Now try and keep that top leg lifted. We're going to float the the bottom leg lifted. We're going to float the top one forward. Flex your foot, bring it forward, point, and take it back. Remember, it's just a small movement, forward and back, 5 times. So 3, and 4, and 5. Excellent. Bring the legs back together and let's go up for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now hold the leg there, put the bottom leg down. We're going to increase the range of movement. Keep the bottom knee bent to help you stabilize. Flex the foot, float it forward. You're looking for the stretch of the back of your leg. Point, bring it back. Flex to come forward and point to come back. For 2 and 3 and 4. Try not to let the leg drop. Keep it parallel to the floor, hip height. Now we're going to add 2 little pulses just to give you a bit more stretch. Flex the foot, sweep it forward, 2 kicks, then point and take it back as far as you can without leaning onto this hand. From behind, flex and sweep. 1, 2, point and back. And again, flex. So a little bit of change of pace, a little bit quicker than normal. It's good to challenge your nervous system. And once more, flex and sweep. Take it back, bend your knee, reach back and pull into the quad stretch. And release. Well done. Pushing yourself up into sitting position. Legs out in front and sit up tall. Arms out to the side, palms down. Let's move back a little bit. Okay. Tummy in, breathe in as you breathe out. Twist and breathe in, breathe down. Other side. And again. Now we're going to add another progression. Today, this time, take your feet wider. Turn the palms forward. We're going to twist, then reach little finger to little toe, come back and center. twist, reach. Don't worry if you can't reach your little toe. I'm more interested in the twist and the reaching forward. Finish it off. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. As you breathe out, you find you'll go a little bit further. The hand that goes behind, turn the palm to the ceiling. It makes it more comfortable on your shoulder. Nearly there. Last two. Try not to let the hips lift. Keep the legs straight. And back to the center. Hold and then relax. Perfect. Bring your feet in to sit cross-legged and a mermaid stretch. Other side. And release. Well done. Let's do your side kick other side. So legs out, lower yourself down, fold the arm up, prop your head up with your hand. If you're struggling with the wrist, obviously go back to arm down or bent to cradle your head. Legs slightly forward, squeezing the legs together and lift and hold. Keeping the bottom leg still, we're going to flex the foot and go forward, point and back. Remember, just a tiny little movement. So this is just your preparation to get the leg to move in that direction. 4 and 5. And then go up and down. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe out as you lift. In as you lower. 3, 2. Last one. Replace the bottom leg, bend the knee slightly so that you can concentrate on the stretch. Flex the foot, float it forward slowly. Now you're looking to feel it pull right up here. Point, bring it back in line with your body. Flex to come forward and point to return. Try and keep the leg parallel. It tends to want to drop as it comes forward. Keep that hinge from the hip joint. It wants to lift as it comes back. Try and keep it parallel. 5. Now let's add a change of pace. So flex, sweep and pulse. 2 pulses. And then take it back behind. Flex and sweep. And return. Oh, nice stretch. Flex and sweep. Again, a little change of pace. 4. And 5. Keep it there, bend your knee, reach back and gently pull. And relax. Well done. Roll back onto your back into a knees to chest stretch. Hugging the knees in tight. And breathe. You can roll onto your side, come up into sitting, or put your hands in the backs of your knees. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, roll into sitting. We're going to do your roll-ups next. So half roll-ups. Legs bent, feet hip-width distance apart, arms out in front. Check your back is nice and straight, shoulders above your hips. Breathe in, tilt the spine. Tilt the pelvis, spine goes into C shape, go back halfway. Hold, breathe in, round forward as you breathe out and sit up straight. And again, tilt, breathe out, hold, breathe in, and breathe out. Sit up straight. Okay, let's add the arms. So back you go, hold, float both arms above your head. Bring the arms down as you round forward and sit up straight. And again, tilt, roll back, float the arms up, bring them down, round forward, sit up straight. It's a toughie, I know. You might want to hold that back position a little longer. And back. Arms up, round forward, sit up straight. Ooh, tough. Let's have a little breather. Certainly getting warm now. We're going to repeat that, but we're going to add a slight twist. So we've done your spine twist and your saw, which has warmed up your obliques. We're going to add a little bit more of a twist just to work these a little bit more. So this time, same thing, tilt, go back, hold, lift your arms above your head and then twist. Center, twist, center, round forward and restack. And again, tilt, go back, arms up, hold, twist, smile, center, twist, center, round forward, sit up straight. Number 3, back you go, arms up, twist, center, twist, center, round forward, sit up straight. Can we try one more? I'm sure you can. Back you go, keep the shoulders down, lift the arms, don't let the feet lift, work from your waist, and relax forward. Oh, rest, reaching forward into spine stretch. Come out of it gently, and again, lift up and reach forward into spine stretch. Gently pull on your toes if you can reach your heels inside or out, I don't mind, but try and look to feel the stretch in your lower back. And out. Remember, you're hinging from your hips as if trying to fold yourself in half. And then release. Excellent. Okay. Lower yourself all the way to the floor. Try with your legs straight and together. Squeeze as you tilt. Roll gently all the way down. Control, control, control. Arms over. Flex the feet and stretch. Pull up the toes. Push your back into the mat. Feel the stretch into your abdominals. And then rest. Whew, well done. So coming back into that base position, legs bent, take your arms up in front. We're going to do some little arm circles just as a preparation to add arm circles to bridges today. So hands shoulder width distance apart, a couple of shoulder drops to relax the shoulders a little bit more, especially after that last exercise. So you can do them singly like we did the last time, or you could just do both arms together, reaching to the sky, lifting the shoulders off the mat, and then letting them drop. And again, reach up and drop. Okay, so into your circles. You could do this with weights, remember, a couple of cans of baked beans, or make your some weights with rice, or just a couple of bottles of water. Arms go up and over, circle out to the side, round to your hips and back up. So this is just your preparation, because we're going to add these to the shoulder bridge. Move as you breathe, slowly. And back up. Excellent. One more. And up. Change directions. Arms come down. Look for the floor. You might be able to brush the hands on the floor as you circle them round. Remember, if you've got any problems with your shoulders, still try and do arm circles, but just work within your comfort range. Don't irritate your shoulders. We work around the pain, don't push through it. One more time. Out and round. And then bring your hands down. Okay, let's prepare your bridges. So feet a little bit closer to the hips, hands down by your side. So basic bridge, breathe in, tilt pelvis, flattening the lumbar spine to the floor, squeeze your buttocks, lift your hips as you peel up into bridge. Hold. Take your arms up and over. Remember, with or without weights, your choice. Leave them there. And roll the spine down slowly. Pressing your lower back into the mat. Roll back to neutral. And then bring your arms back. And again, tilt, squeeze, lift up. Hold. Breathe in, arms over. Breathe out, roll your spine down. Slowly pressing your lower back into the mat. Rolling your pelvis back to neutral. And then bring your arms back. Beautiful. It's lovely. Such a nice stretch for your lower back. Firm pressure through both feet. Remember, push away through your knees. Try not to let your knees drop out, so watch you're not coming out here. Keep everything parallel from the hips through the knees to your second toe. Arms back. Let's go for one more. Then we're going to add the arm circles. So lovely stretch as you roll back down slowly. And bring your arms back. Now check that you haven't crept up your mat a little bit so that you're going to be nice and firm through your feet. Come back up into bridge and hold. Now squeeze your buttocks, press your hip bones up to the ceiling. Float the arms up, but this time circle them out and round, back underneath your hips and up and over. Keep pushing your hips to the ceiling. Chin lightly tucked in, but don't compress your throat. And move slowly. There we go. 4 circles again, so number 4. Keep pressing through the feet, both feet. I always have a tendency to use my left foot, so try and use both if you can. Change direction. Watch the chins not starting to pop up. Keep squeezing your bum, keep pushing your hips to the ceiling. And one more time. Oops, I'm starting to hit the fireplace. And roll down slowly. And bring your arms back down. Fab, well done. Really feel it in your bum. You might want to do a little knees to chest stretch there, just to stretch out those glutes and release your hip flexors. So, one more. Now, last time we did a little knee lift with your bridge. This time we're going to extend the leg. Still just doing one on each side and then coming back down. So, getting some movement into your back. So, tilt, squeeze, lift up, hold. Then if you can, lift one bent knee, hold and fold the leg, bend and replace, change feet, lift, extend, bend, replace, and roll back down slowly. And back to neutral. How did that feel? Good, isn't it? Okay, again, tilt, squeeze, lift, hold. Lift one bent knee, unfold the leg, bend your knee, replace, change legs. Watch for the hips dropping. Try not to let your pelvis tilt. Use your glutes, use your core muscles. Roll down slowly. Number 3, tilt, squeeze, lift, hold. Lift a bent knee, unfold the leg. Doesn't matter if it has to come down here a little, will depend on the length of your hamstrings. Change, lift, extend, bend, replace, and roll it down. Can you manage one more? Sure you can. Tilt, squeeze, lift, bent knee, extend, bend, replace, lift, extend, bend, and replace, and roll it back down. Excellent. And back to neutral. Well done. Draw one knee in, slide the other leg out, flexing the foot on the extended leg for your hip flexor stretch. And change legs. And then relax. Now you can go into the stretches that we've been doing if you want to, which was your inner thigh stretch and your outer thigh stretch, or you can try using a band. Now I've got a proper Pilates band here, which is quite elasticated. You don't have to have anything that's stretchy. You could use a scarf, or a dressing gown belt is quite good, as long as it's quite long. So we're going to do 3 stretches. First one is the hamstring stretch. Hook your band, belt or scarf onto your right foot and then gently pull the leg towards you with the knee bent. Slide the other leg out. The knee bent with the knee straight is what I meant to say, sorry. You should feel the stretch here. If it's feeling just tight in the calf, bend your knee a little and pull towards you so that you get the stretch into the back of the legs. And gently pull and hold. So your inner thigh stretch using a band, scarf or a belt is to turn the leg out and then float it out. Keep pulling the leg towards your shoulder. So this time you want to feel it in your inner thigh. You may well feel a hamstring stretch too. That's normal. Hold and breathe. Try and relax the shoulders if you can. Then bring your leg back. Now we want to do the outer thigh, which is similar to stretch to your piriformis, but you need to bend the knee slightly and then just pull the leg over. So again, this is where you're going to feel the stretch. Now I know some people don't necessarily feel a stretch here, so you could ditch the band at this point and do your piriformis stretch or your outer thigh stretch, which is that one. Hands behind and pull if you prefer. Your choice. And then we're going to change feet, obviously. So hamstring stretch first with the other leg. Gently pull, looking to feel the stretch down the back of the leg. If it's in the calf, bend your knee slightly till you feel it in the hamstrings. I need to have my leg straight. The angle is not important. You might find your leg is only here. That's okay, that's quite normal, as long as you feel the stretch. My left leg is quite flexible, so I can come all the way up and hold. So aim to hold your stretches for about 20 seconds. Maximum 30 seconds, but you don't really gain anything from holding it for longer than 30. 20 is about right. Turn the foot out. So when you're going to go into your inner thigh stretch, make sure you rotate the leg within the hip first. Then float the leg out. Keep pulling it up towards your shoulder. Leg straight. So this is where you want to feel it, as well as a little bit possibly into your hamstring. Try not to let your leg drop. I often see the legs just come down to the floor like this. You're not going to feel the stretch. Keep pulling it up towards you, so it shouldn't really be near the floor unless you're exceptionally flexible. And then come back. Bend your knee and take it over the other side. If you prefer, go back to that one where you're just going to pull. I'm going to do that stretch on this side because I feel it more. The left side is my more flexible side. And again, just hold and breathe. Oh, it's so good. and then relax. Take yourself into your relaxation position. Legs bent, feet a little bit wider, hands onto the hips, and then breathe. Closing the eyes if you want to, and just relax. So nice deep breaths in and out, but breathing normally. So letting your tummy lift and lower with each breath in and out. So taking the breathing back to normal, away from your thoracic breathing. Letting yourself relax and sink down into the floor. Let your head gently roll from side to side. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your fingers. Let your hips sink down into the mat. Relaxing your thighs, your calf muscles, and your feet. Try and clear your mind and just focus on the breathing. But acknowledging a thought if anything should come into your mind, and then sending it away. Breathe normally, and with each breath out, relaxing a little more. You can lie there for as long as you feel comfortable or feel you need to. 2 or 3 minutes is usually sufficient, but I know a lot of people enjoy the relaxation, so you can make it 5 to 10 minutes. We have loads of time. But when you're ready to move, just wiggle the fingers and toes. Have a stretch, whatever feels comfortable. And then roll onto your side, gently pushing yourself up into a sitting position. Again, just take a minute to sit still. Don't jump up onto your feet too quickly. Hope you've enjoyed our session today. A little bit tougher. I can actually feel I got quite sweaty today, which is not a bad thing. If you've enjoyed the session, please do subscribe. You can press the button just below this video to subscribe. It means you'll get notification sooner of when the next lesson is available. Do this session as many times as you feel you need to before moving on to the next one. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.